doesn't even have to be death for person, like like a human being. Ṣé mo ṣe tàbọ̀? Mo ṣe tàbọ̀.
I don't even know if you tap on or
I don't
not,
even
but I shall know
know,
that it's going to coil in and we're going to take it, okay? I really need to do the needful. Thank you very much. God
Shut
bless. Sup, people. What's happening? Kilo Shelle, waiting the sup, waiting they happen. Welcome to the Shrine Podcast, the show where we've been bringing you bands, the little side of seriousness since 2019. My name is Akindare, and with me on the show today is
Jemima.
Hey, look at that.
That was smooth, Abby.
Yeah, I'm going,
I love
we're going to
it.
drop it, just, based on that.
I was like, let me watch you do your thing.
I want to say I've been practicing, but like that would be a lie. I've not been practicing. I've not been practicing now. But welcome, guys. You guys might have missed us. We deviated from our schedule. But the reason why is what we're gonna get into the show today, later on. But how are you feeling, Big Gem?
Right now, I feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think my number would be 5.
Like
my happiness number, would be 5.
Okay.
Wow. There was no need for that.
5. Okay.
5.
Any particular reason why? Just middle of the road.
Yeah.
You're not good.
It's
You're
just,
not bad.
I'm just.
I'm
I'm just there.
Just day, like
trying
daily.
trying to get myself back together. I'm okay. I'm just there.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Bele.
Yeah.
Me, my happiness,
What was yours?
because I was kind of there waiting for you to like get to keen. Maybe that's why you're only 5,
Sorry. Okay, what's your
it's fine.
happiness number?
Don't worry. I'll give myself like a
Macaro. No lie.
I give myself. I want to say like an 8.
An 8. Okay.
But I'm going to bring it down to a 7
Why is that?
because I'm tired. Because more physically, I feel quite depleted. You understand?
I'll be in
You reach to Jupong because yesterday was quite a day, and then today,
Wait, what happened yesterday?
Yesterday, I went on a bike ride. I went on my first non-solo bike ride. But
Yes, so if people Akindare is not a biker.
we are getting there. Just am I worried? Ashima. So I did that. Then I had like a photo walk with like this community group. Then after that, I had another meetup with another group. Then I came home. Then I had to watch the film club film because I have not watched film club film. And today is Sunday. Yes, today is film club day. So it was just, and then today I've setting everything up. I don't know if you all noticed. I don't know if you all noticed. Wait, I need to figure out.
Oh God.
I don't know if you all noticed. So thank you very much. So yeah, that's why.
That's why.
That's why I'm
Okay,
tired.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So good. Ada.
Ami. But how have you been lately?
I mean, I've been okay. I've been trying to get back into work and just get my reading back. But we thank the Lord for life. You remember like the beginning of this
the beginning
the beginning of this season, I was like, oh, what am I looking forward to for this year? And I was like, I'm just trying to stay alive. Like
here you
literally
are, still alive.
Still trying to stay alive. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Madam. Today we don't have any wine because what do we have on the show today? No, I'll have a swig as well. Everybody's elevating, we're taking our branding and we're taking this too seriously,
Very, very seriously.
But what do we have on the menu
serious
today?
Business.
Yeah.
So today we'll be talking about, death and grief. We'll talk about, APC and Tinubu and the chokehold that they have Nigeria in. Akindare is now a cyclist.
Yes.
We'll talk about that too.
Yes.
We'll talk about making adult decisions or decision making as an adult, right? There was something I saw and I was just like, okay, I would like to like talk about it and see what, every other person on the pod and, a couple of other things as well. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Factual.
So the reason why we've been off schedule is because, and the reason why we are not having any wine on the show today is because, we've been in a period of mourning. Sadly, and quite unfortunately, Jem's dad passed in May, right? And so there's been a lot going on, as you guys can imagine, with regards to that. And so we just, felt like this episode is not a usual episode, let's say. It's not a typical episode, a typical, the Shrine Podcast episode, because obviously, our subject matter is very, very heavy. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, we are going to dig into that a bit down the line, but let's start with how far with what's going on, what's in the ether that we want to talk about. APC and Tinubu's state capture.
Go for it.
So I just saw, I don't know if it was Zigoko Citizen or that we had GST page, but I saw they did the whole breakdown, right? Like when he came into office, they were like, maybe like, let's say, don't quote me on this, but like just to give a sense of the numbers, they're like, let's say 18 APC governors. Right? But through various means, either like presidential intervention, as in the case of Rivers State, or like withholding, like maybe like funding or allocation, or like just certain kinds of leveraging certain powers that the federal government has over the state government. Somehow, so many governors, state governors, have now moved over to APC. And so from having like 18, for example, they now have like 32 out of the 36 state governors.
What do you mean?
Do you get? They control the House. They control the Senate. Like the Senate president, the entire like executive, or APC, so I feel like people are not deep in it. But like these people, they've literally
monopolized
they've packed everything for themselves, and they are doing it with like in our faces,
like right there.
Because I'm thinking about it, like, so like, do we even, I don't think we've had a situation like this where like just one political entity is like just so extremely dominant.
It's always been two,
like, at least, but like,
I mean, one might be dominant than the other, but like not on the level of like,
there's effectively no opposition. Like even Peter Obi, people were complaining that, he's joining the old guard, this, that. They don't allow them collect form. They said something was wrong with the party, something, they disqualified them. I'm like, what? These people have been doing elections for eons. Some of them have been elected. So but you're trying to tell me that somehow, some way, they did not know what form to fill, or like,
of course they did not.
So all these things, like, apparently the Supreme Court as well, like all the justices are all in his pocket and what, like, so yeah, like I'm
like, what would people do though? Okay, even if they did it, like, what's the?
Well, there's been a recent, flux of, PVC campaigning. Like, I think again, 4 years, I don't know how many years ago it was. I think that was 2023, right? So 3 years ago, the last election. We were all like, get your PVC. And I feel like, honestly, that is the most potent thing that we can do towards changing Nigeria. There's obviously like, business, investment, economy, getting like people that actually want to do the work into government, ministers, all these things, right? There's that one. But I think in terms of the populace at large, right, it is getting them to participate in the electoral process across all levels, not just president, but state, your local government, your House of Reps, all these things, like getting them educated, getting them aware in whatever form. It doesn't have to be like sophisticated, like or law school, or like, it doesn't have to be anything. In whatever way that they understand it, as long as they understand, as long as the critical mass of people understand it and understand their role and the power that they have in that process, I think in the long term is what can get us to having conversations like, what is the Nigerian identity? And like, Nigeria as a, what does that look like? Like, what is the Nigerian version of A, B, C, or D? Like, all of that stuff, it comes from people getting active, getting involved, and having a good understanding of that electoral process and their role in it. Because that way, they can look at, see, my life is not progressing, see what this government is doing, or see what this person is doing, or see how they are amassing power, right, or wealth, right, and understand how that is taken away from them, right? That way, they have more impetus or more ginger to like go, okay, let me go and get my PVC, and like, so that's the
I
best
think people
thing
always
I can come
think
up with.
like even if you get your PVC, like, oh, you'll not be able to vote, and they try to put the fear of, even if you have your PVC, it will not still work. But like, I agree with you, like the greatest power really is just like your voice. And your voice in this instance is your PVC. Like, how much can they really rig if everyone comes out en masse and they actually vote for who they want to vote for? I believe that it will be very difficult to rig. It's because people don't come out en masse. People don't, leverage or use that right.
Yeah, because they're so tuned out. Yeah,
they have the opportunity to rig, but think about it though.
Yeah. So like, to be clear, I don't think it's something that like we are just going to like just flip the page in one election cycle and then everybody suddenly like, has this understanding. And I think every single, until we get to that Nigeria that we want, celebrities or activists or also regular people beating that drum of, this is what the Senate does, this is what the House of Rep does, this is what the Presidency does, this is what ministers, this is what local governors do, this is the electoral process, this is the flow. Your vote is worth this. If you vote for this, this is what happens. If you don't vote for this is what happens. All of that, on and on and on and on and on and on. After this election, the next one, even if the person that gets in there is better or whatever, continue it. You get. So that way, my idea is that like, I think that way we can get to a point where there's such a critical mass of people that are thinking like this, and then we don't even have to do the get your PVC campaigns anymore, because
it just becomes,
people can like make that call like, Omo, I voted for you, you ain't done shit, get the fuck out.
I'll take you out. Yeah,
you get
the fear. That fear is what the politicians don't have.
They don't have that. That exactly.
It's like they don't understand that they are working for.
I know they don't. Nigerian politicians definitely don't think they are working for them, for citizens.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's almost as if they think they are doing the citizens.
Yes, they're doing a favor. In their mind, they're like, after I've finished hustling for this position, get into this office. You now think I'm here to be catering to you, like.
Whereas they should be scared that this office, if I don't perform, these people can take me out.
Yeah. Anyways, let's be well. Things are going a little while.
A word is enough for the wise.
Okay, so
you
said you saw something.
Right, decision making as well. So I saw something. I saw a tweet. So it says, we have been dating 9 months. And you don't think my graduation is worth giving up your friend's wedding? Definitely rich bait. And I saw it and I was like, what? Food for thought. Not food for thought per se, but I was like, okay, what? Like, I thought about it from like two angles.
I'm trying to understand the tweet first of all.
Basically, this person is saying that they've been dating somebody for 9 months, and the same day of their graduation is also the same day their friend is doing their wedding ceremony. And their partner that they're dating is choosing to go for their friend's wedding instead of going for their own graduation ceremony.
Okay.
Do you understand? That's the decision, right? And obviously, like, this tweet has 1 million views and multiple retweets and comments and everything. And it was like, I thought about it like, okay, decision making as an adult, like, how do you decide what you go for, right? In this instance, as your partner is somebody you've been dating, they have their graduation, but then there's also a friend that has their wedding. Like, so is there really like a wrong or right way to make this kind of decision? Because I saw some thoughts where it was like, first of all, there was some school of thoughts that, oh, people have placed too much premium on weddings and marriage, that they feel like that thing is something that they have to go for, because there's a lot of people that are saying they will go for their friend's wedding, right? And then there's some people that are also saying that, like, oh, because of the premium that people have placed on wedding and marriage, they feel like that wedding is a much more greater occasion than their partner's graduation. And people are like, okay, what even happens in graduation when you think about it, right? Versus like what happens in wedding. I think for me, it's like assessing, first of all, that my friend, right? Because think about it, if I've been dating somebody 9 months, then I probably have known this my friend way longer. And I probably, if their wedding is going to be on the same day of your graduation, whatever it is, I probably would have also mentioned this my friend's wedding, right? And, you know, we probably would have had a conversation about, okay, oh, it's my graduation, and, you know, decide that. I think like there's a personal way to like address it, but there's also the general conception or the general idea that like, oh, wedding and graduation, like which one is more important an occasion?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards like your side of the thing, where it's like, I guess it depends on the friend. Like if it's a new friend and like I've known my babe longer, of course I'm gonna go to my babe's grad.
Yeah.
Right? But if it's like somebody I've known longer than my babe, or that is, you know, like is a really close friend, like I guess there's also an argument to be made that like is graduating like a bigger day in someone's life versus like the day that they're getting married.
Yeah.
You know? And like I guess ultimately it gets relative, like based on the person in it.
Is it really a difficult situation if you think about it?
I mean, it kind of is.
Right?
Yeah, it kind of is. But like, I feel like if I was in the person's shoes,
decisions you make as an adult, because
if I was in the person's shoes, actually, I'm even trying to think that like, what are the odds? Like, I'm trying to think about where somebody could be in their life, where like they would be dating someone that is just about to graduate, but also know someone that is about to get married. Because it seems like there should be quite a few years in between those two things, right? But maybe somebody's again, there's just so much context around the thing that like we don't know, right? But ultimately, yeah, I guess the cocoa of the matter is, do you believe that graduation is a bigger day?
Is more than, like, exactly,
you know? And then what do you think is more weighty in terms of your relationship with your girlfriend and your relationship with your friend? That's
because like these are also decision making things, and like as an adult, do you get, like, these are not things that, these are things that like you don't think that they're decisions you have to make, but like as an adult you come to realize that you have to make them.
Yeah, because like sometimes you might like, you know, maybe two people that you love or you care about or something. One person's birthday is that weekend, the other person's wedding is that same weekend. It's like, what do you do? You know? So yeah, it's such, I guess that's if there are any Gen Zers listening to the show, like that is a lesson in adulting for you. Like that's just how it is. Sometimes you have to make decisions that like you're already between a rock and a hard place, or like there's just no good.
Yeah.
Like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And sometimes that's just be like that, and you just gotta roll with it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyways, I'm a cyclist now, guys. I'm a cyclist now. But Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm a cyclist now. That's so good. If somebody will hear this one say I'm a cyclist now, they think, okay. Shayna, we don't go Tour de France, Abby.
Thank you so much. No. Yeah, to be clear, when I say I'm a cyclist now, I just mean that like I ride bicycles now. That's about as much as it goes. You will not see me in, you know, anything too serious, okay? I'm not, you know, deep dish wheels, you know, Shimano, Dura-Rise, DI2. Jem does not
What are
have
those?
any idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But the ones that know will know. The ones that know will know.
What the hell are you talking
I'm
about?
not getting into all the, all the serious, because like people, like I just a regular guy and like, I don't know, you work in the bank or something, but like you're rolling around in like a 6,000, 5,000 pound bike. For what reason? Like, what the fuck do you think you are? You're no fucking tidy for gacha. Anyways, I mean, do whatever you want with your money. Is your money. Anyways, I digress. Shasha is like, when I say I'm a cyclist, I ride bicycles now. Okay, I got an e-bike. I have to make. I just need to find. Please, if there's anybody that is willing to work with me, right, to develop their video editing skills or their video, their filmmaking career, and that like they don't, they can work with me without me paying them.
No,
Please reach out to me. I need help. Okay, I need to make videos about this thing. Nobody told me that the world of cycling was so complicated and so fucking. It is ridiculous.
And you're fucking around and finding out.
I found out. I have found out. Okay, Jem. I found out. Because like I just used to just think again. On one of the previous episodes, we were talking about like the BAFTAs thing and like Tourette's thing, right? And we're talking about how like it was just a thing of like one of those things that like exist in the world that like so few people know or are cognizant about, right? And so like it's one of those things where I feel like society as a whole, we just kind of think that like, oh, bicycles, pedal wheels, it's just bicycles, right? There's nothing, you don't think.
You just go on top of it.
You ride, it's a very simple machine, isn't it? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
At least not anymore. Okay? There is a lot to bike it. Like the bike itself is just one thing. And then the bike has different parts that you have to know. There's maintenance, you have to clean it, you have to oil the chain in a certain way. Right? And then apart from that, there's then the accessories that have to go with the bike, the front light, the back light, helmet, you need like a raincoat, you need padlock, you need you need a lock, you need all these other like
so many other
adjacent things. And then there's this cycling itself, which you need to actually be fit for. Like it's not, you cannot just like be unfit. Like you're going to be extremely limited if you are like very unfit, like on a bike. Like you're going to be extremely like climbing up in any slight incline like this, Then there's also the fucking gears. Bikes have gears, guys. And then you have to understand how the gears work and when you push what and which gear is good for. It's almost like you're driving a car, all these things, right? So cycling is very complicated. But stay tuned to my channel. Stay tuned to my channels. I want to make videos about, because I feel like there isn't enough information and content out there geared specifically for people that are looking to get into cycling, but not looking to become like super deep and like pro. They're not looking to like get all the pro level stuff. There's like so many different levels and categories of like bikes and types of bikes and stuff. So like some people just want to just get around and just go from point A to point B. They don't necessarily want to get into all the nitty-gritty of group sets or road bikes, those gravel bikes, mountain bikes, and all these things. So anyways, stay tuned to my channels.
Do they teach how to ride bikes? Like, the way they teach when you're trying to get a car or like that?
Yeah, absolutely. There are like charities, bike shops. Yeah, there are places.
I need to get into that, because you've been telling me to, get into bike. Well, the honest truth is that I don't want you to be my teacher, because I remember when I wanted to start driving, you first were my lessons, and that was not a good experience. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go and pay for this shit.
I'm just gonna put a caveat and say that at the time my teaching skills were not as improved as they are now.
Okay, fair to you.
I was much younger back then, understand, Omode. The knowledge of the youth. You understand? So that's what it is. Okay. You never now.
Yeah, he goes, this boy, no patience at all.
But that being said, I still think you should get an external teacher.
Because I'll be irritating you. And you want to like start, you know, go agree for each other.
But I also think that, like, you know, familiarity. You go to see me finish. You don't respect me. You don't rate me. So, you know,
respect, Bangolo. Why should I be respect? Respect for what?
No,
but if you are my teacher, I would respect because like the reason why you're teaching me is because I would. Is that you are more learned than me in that area, right? You're skilled, so obviously you're my master. But outside of that, but the thing is, you need to be paid. You need to know that when you're teaching somebody, they don't know it. That's why you're teaching them. So you cannot be expecting them to.
I'm not expecting them now, but like
that was my experience.
Them
before.
too, they should behave as if they have sense.
Wow.
Anyways, let's move on from my cycling escapades into today's curiosity session. Okay, let's get serious for a minute. So, what have you had any experiences with death and grief before this year?
Before this year, I would say yes, I have. Like, I've had friends who's passed. I've had cousins who's passed. Grandparents who's passed. So I've had quite a bit of like experience, I would say.
Okay.
How about you? Before you go into, do you?
Yeah, like my uncle passed, my grandma passed as well. My grandpa at some point as well. Who else? At some point. Yeah, a couple of people have passed in my family and also externally. You know, Nipsey Hussle, which is a very random one because I always remember how like I felt when he died.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if other people experience it, like you don't know the person necessarily, but like just for some reason, maybe something about their life or something, just like their death just hits you different.
Yeah.
Like I remember feeling like there's been only 3 celebrity deaths that like have made me feel that way. Michael Jackson, Nipsey Hussle, and the Fast and Furious guy, Paul Walker. Where like I did not have MJ was different because MJ was different because you know
because it was MJ.
Because it was MJ. I wouldn't necessarily say I was a Nipsey Hussle fan or anything like that. I mean, I liked his story and you know, I liked some of his songs and stuff, but like I guess because of his story, like they're just really been different. So, anyways, so yeah, I have had some experiences with death, but I would say that like the closest experience I've had to grief has been like by proxy before this year. And by proxy, I mean like when my grandma passed and when my uncle passed, my maternal uncle, maternal grandma, like I remember my mother was very distraught. And
yeah.
Like, you know, at the time, even though I was very young, you know, there was this whole Oko my man of the house kind of thing. So like I kind of had to comfort her like through those experiences. But like I don't remember me personally like feeling really, really like upset or sad or negative about it. Like the closest feelings that I remember are like for my mom. Like the sadness was because my mom was sad, not necessarily because the person was sad. Because the person passed. And like my uncle was one of my favorite people actually. Like he was honestly no notes. Like absolutely great guy, always was there for my mom and like, you know, yeah, but like I just that's as far as like I've come. And so full on question is that like, so for me, saying that for me, I've also had situations where like close friends like I've lost like, you know, some of my close friends have like lost their parents or people that they were close to, but like I've not had to like personally like codify my idea or concept or thoughts towards death and grief until this year. You get? So the question for you is like, prior to this recent incident, like all those experiences you had, like did you have any like, what was your understanding of death and grief all those times versus like now that like, you know,
that is like close to I would say that like
now that you're directly impacted.
Yeah, like I've always felt like, you know, so the thing that gets me the most about death, right, has always been how nothing stops. Right? Like everything just moves on. Like that incident that's happened is just something that's happened. And every other thing, life, the living, whatever, everything just like moves on, right? So I've always like sort of like engaged with it in that way, where it's like, yeah, okay, this person is dead, like, you know, is the living that is going to continue. Like there's really nothing anybody can do about it, right? But I think that like when is the experience I've had this year has also further reinforced that, right? And has also sort of like shown me that like until it actually happens to you in that way, you can't really get it, right? Especially if like there's a deep sense of connection to the person that you have lost, right? Because yes, even my grandparents and, you know, uncles, whatever, people that are like, yeah, you know, their family, it did hurt, right? It did feel like, okay, you know, somebody's dead and just like that person just gone. But I think like with this recent one, it's just there was something so deeply final about it, right? Like the finality of it, I would even say is still overwhelming to sort of like walk through, right? Because like there's certain times where I'll just think about it and just like, oh shit, like that wave of sadness will just come and go. So I would say the difference between then and now is like, it's not that much of a difference in that like I've always engaged with it, like, yes, the finality of it and how the world just moves on. But I think that like experiencing it just took it to like another level and another step further. Like, yeah, this is really what death is about. Like you're really not taking anything out of this life. Like you're literally not going with nada shit. And you know, you're gone, you're done. But the people that you left behind and the world that you left behind just keeps going on and it just keeps moving and it keeps moving. But then I think there is also something to be said about like the loss of that connection or the loss of that ties that you have with that person. That is just like, yeah, that thing is just gone, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it anymore. You can think about maybe the times and whatever, but like that bond, that connection, that thing that ties you and that person together is like it's gone.
Wow, that's deep.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think for me it's like I guess on the point of like finality, it's like the process of just, because like I feel like I have, when it comes to family and like familial things, and even death in itself, like I feel like, and you'll be able to attest to this, like I don't necessarily put death on a pedestal, if that makes sense. Like I'm just kind of like, you know, it's, you know, whatever, we're all gonna get it at some point. I'm like, you know, when it's mine, right? And so like I've not really been afraid of death in the like, because the way I hear people talk about death most times is being afraid of death. So I've never really been afraid of death in that sense. It's more like I've been afraid of dying before I personally feel like I've had a like wide enough experience of life.
So not the death itself.
Not the dying itself. Yeah. But like I guess dying too soon. But then like not even dying too soon. The dying too soon is not a good way to describe it. But anyways. And so like I also don't then have that like emotional, I guess, base to build upon, right? Because at least if you're afraid of death in that sense, and then you're like, you see it up close, like, you know, somebody close to you dies, like it shakes you differently to someone that is not like thinking like that, doesn't have that
strong sense of
yes,
I agree.
you know.
I agree. I think for me it's just like maybe it's also like the what will I call it now? Like because like it's my dad that died, right? And if you ask me like, okay, what does his death mean to me? Maybe on a surface level, I'll say, not just finding anybody to call my dad anymore, or I don't have anybody, like literally I'm fatherless, right? But I would say like on a deeper level, I would say the kind of person that he was and the kind of person that like I am because of that is what I will miss the most, because like that kind of tie has been severed, right? It's been cut, right? Because like the person that first of all told me, or the person that showed me or told me that it was okay for me to be myself and be different was my dad, right? Even before I knew that it was okay for me to be different, because I've always been, we're five of us, right? I'm the second child. I've always been a different child. I would ask the questions. I would say
new dads out there, new girl dads out there, showing the year.
No, really, I would say no to things. I would, cut my hair and I do my piercing and do all of these things. And people usually think that, oh, maybe
we watch shy.
Yeah, nobody's. But like, my dad was okay with it, right? Even my mom was on a different level, because she'll be like, oh, don't do this, don't wear this, or don't. But him didn't have that kind of like interaction or negative reaction towards like things that I did, right? Even growing up, because I used to be some kind of a tomboy growing up, like there was a lot of eyes on me, like, oh, this child, tomboy and all of that. Like it would tell me to wear things and buy clothes that, fits me. Like it never really like caged me. Like it was one that told me that it was okay. He didn't say it. It's not like he sat me down and was like, you know what? It's okay for you to be different. It's okay for you to do this. But like through his actions, through things that he did, things he bought for me, and like, when he's talking about me to different people, and people will say, yes, I'm stubborn. He's like, yeah. So I think that kind of connection, that like that foundation of that kind of person that had this much connection to me has been cut, right? Is like, it makes me feel such a deep sense of loss. Right, for him, because I would say yes, he was a great person and all of that, but he also, those kind of values and like what I am today, or who I am today in terms of like just standing strong and standing tall, was because
standing 10 toes.
Yeah, and even excellence, right? Like with work, right? Because like at work, people would say, yes, I'm an excellent person. Like wherever it is I've worked, like take it anywhere. Anybody that is listening.
Talk your shit, girl.
If I work with anybody, like they would say I put in my 100%.
I can vouch for that.
Do you understand?
Work. Maybe not in this podcast though.
No, we work. I put in my 100%.
It's work.
And it's just because of like watching my dad and like, seeing who my dad, and it's not just me, like me and my other siblings. So like wherever it is they work, like we have that, so that sense of connection I have with that, with my dad, and like those values, and like him not being there anymore, like is so, I just feel like such a deep sense of loss.
Like a huge part is missing.
Yes, it's gone and it's missing, because like I could always go back and think about him for those times if he was still alive, and that connection is still there because he's alive. I can see him physically, I can touch him, but I no longer have that, right? And I would say like that's kind of like the difference with like then like just dealing with the whole death and grieving and all of that. And yeah, that's it.
And grief is, I think it's like the death part is one thing, like, but grief is the other thing, because I feel like grief is one of those things that is not really like talked about enough, like
I don't think that like it's even something like I there's a definition for it, right? But I think like what I said earlier, it's like until you experience it in that
extremely
way.
Subjective, isn't it?
Like, oh, they suffering like by Eloshima. They know they tell person how to grieve. This is how you cry. Or this is how you experience it. Like I'm sure all of my sisters, my siblings, everybody
experience it differently to you. Yeah.
Like everyone has the different ways that they, dealt with that. So I think grief is one of those things that is, yes,
it's very personal.
It's very personal. It's like once you can grieve for, doesn't even have to be death for person, like, and you like a human being. Ṣé mo ṣe tàbọ̀? Mo ṣe tàbọ̀.
I don't even know if you tap on or
I don't
not,
even
but I
know,
should know
but-
that it's going to coil in and we're going to take it, okay? I really need to do the needful. Thank you very much. God
Shut up.
bless.
But like to take it to that, so that he's not even grieving for. He might not even be grieving for like a person, right? Like it might
It could be like a
grieving-
friendship
Yeah.
or like an opportunity or, you know.
so subjective. Like until you're really in it and it's happening to you on a personal level, there's no way to say, oh, this is how you're going to engage with it, or this is how you're going to feel. Even I am like, I'm still grieving, right? I would say, because like, okay, yeah, we just did the burial. I'm like, okay, maybe it's now time to, you know, sit in my feelings and but then there's still other
Life, the life that never stops, like you said.
do you understand? So like you can't really sit, like you can't sit with those feelings like for long, because what are you doing? You can't, like the things that needs to go on in your life still needs to go on in your life,
Yeah.
right? That's just what gets me the most about it. It's just like, how do you continue to deal? But you know, I think it also put things in perspective that like, you know, this life is not guaranteed. Like you like love who you love, you know, say call the people that you want to call. Like don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I would, like my dad every Sunday is always like call. Cause well, I'll pick the call tomorrow. It's not like I'm regretting. No, there's no I don't regret. God, I'm regretting that because there were also calls I did pick and there were calls I did make, right? But I'm just thinking about those other small little moments where it's like, I did not pick the call. Maybe I should have picked it. Maybe I should have done this and I should have done that, right? So I think one of the things is also brought to me, or like what is put to me in perspective, is that like, yeah, we always say it. Love who you love, you know, tomorrow is not guaranteed, but like tomorrow really is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow really is not guaranteed. And it's like, just do whatever it is that you need to do. And just know that, like, to your point about your fear is dying when you've not lived your life to the fullest.
Live my life to the fullest that I knew I could have lived it. Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, use your fruit, use everything, use your like, take use of it, use it all. Call that person and get the no. Do you understand? Get the yes or whatever, because like those are the things that would the people that you would leave behind when you die will hold on to. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then even you, maybe if there's another life, I don't know what it is. Those are maybe the things you would also hold on to say, yes, I lived life. I did what I was going to do. I did what I was, you know, all of that. And I think, you know, the final thing I would say is that sometimes people say, oh, people die before their time and all of that. But I would say, like, with this, in my own experience, like, yes, people made those kind of comments and all of that. But I think I choose to see the other way, that like sometimes when you're done with what you're here to do, like, you're gone. Do you understand? Like, there's no, oh, John J. or more, like, oh, you wait and like, you know, you've done all of these things, so it's time for you to enjoy. Maybe we also need to realize that sometimes what you've put in this earth to do, once you've done it, like, you can go. And it doesn't matter if you're young or old. You're just like, it's done, you're done. Like, there's nothing else for you to do.
God damn. I'm just thinking about like the name that flashed in my head was Tupac. Don't ask me why.
Why?
Because I was just thinking like I think him and Biggie actually passed away when they were 26.
Pass young, right?
And I was just thinking like, yeah, like, you know, maybe that was all they were meant to do.
Boss man.
Yeah.
Like, because they're like, oh, there's so many things he did. Like, there's so many foundations and so many lives he touched. Maybe that's what he was put on this earth to do. Like, if he had stayed longer, maybe, you know, he would have destroyed all the good things that he's done. Like, I feel like maybe in also engaging with death, like sometimes or most times it might not be premature as we think. It might not be untimely, right? Especially if it's not like accident, or if it's something that is just like, okay, this person's old and had this illness, and maybe it's just their time.
Yeah. Death is so complex, man. Death is so complex. It's one of those things where like beyond the thing itself, there's like just so many of
There's so many
layers,
layers.
because the admin, oh my god, people, the admin of, if you are 30 years and above, and your parents are in like their 60s and 70s, like I would suggest you start having some chats with either ChatGPT or whatever AI savior of your choosing, or just do some Googles around some of the potential admin, where you live, like around death, because nobody prepares you for this shit. Like you just start hearing all kinds. You be like, did they do that one too? Oh, we need to do this one and this. Like this.
And you can't say no.
And you can't say no. Like there's all these many things that then come into it, like. And then after all of that, there's now the emotional processing, there's the grief of it, like.
And just years and years of.
And then if you are from like Nigeria or like an African, there's what the parents want and what the family wants, and this uncle and that brother and that, all this extended family.
God not catch you if you're from a royal family.
You're from a royal family, or your papa go collect chieftaincy. Hey,
Kikukimi.
Just get ready, man. Like it's yeah. Well, if have any advice, maybe a psychotherapist, maybe a grief counselor, maybe a doctor, maybe just so many people have died and you've grieved so much that you feel like you have some pointers, for the people. Send us an email at theshrinepodcast@gmail.com. We'd be very, very happy to hear from you, or shoot us a DM on any of the social media platforms, or drop a comment on this video if you're watching on YouTube. And we'll be very happy to share with the rest of the community.
As well.
Jem needs it as well. Okay?
What about you? Don't you need it?
We all need it. Okay. This is community lifeline stuff. Okay. So help our lives.
Let's help ourselves. It's heavy stuff. Especially since we are all getting to this point where our parents might be getting to that age. Yeah,
to be honest with you, 2026, I feel like one of the themes for this year has been death and grief. Like, so many people have died, not in the popular people or celebrity people kind of way, but like people that a couple of my friends, I've either like one of my friends lost a brother, another person lost their dad, another person lost it's just like people are just dying and dying. It's just like, please, if reach out. Okay, let's pull together and build a support group, grievers support club. Okay,
very, very needed though.
Okay, do you want to add anything else on that note?
No, nothing else to add.
Okay, lovely.
Lovely.
I don't know if this deep ass conversation about grief is what we consider lovely.
It's not lovely. I feel people don't even talk about it. Like people don't. Us even trying to dissect it and have. That's also the essence of this podcasting. It's things that we're curious about, things that happen, and all of that.
Because I don't think we are necessarily talking about it in the smartest of ways.
No, because we're not saying.
We're not
saying this is how you do. We're just saying that what they happen with this. So see us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's shared experiences as well. Like some people watch this and listen. I'm like, yeah. But it helps to also talk about it in these kind of ways where people can also see that
I'm not going through it alone.
I don't have it all figured out alone. You get this is also how I feel or deal with grief, or before it happened. It's let's just talk about it. So that's it. Open space.
Cool. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate your vulnerability, and I'm sure the people will as well. Cheers.
I try.
Okay, step up.
No recommendations.
That is step up.
Oh, okay.
When I tell you that Jemima does not 100% which you do for work, she need to do it for this podcast. Evidence.
I'm sorry.
Step up is the recommendation segment, okay?
Right, okay.
Because we are trying to get people to step up.
This part it's not needed.
Do not. If you dare try it. My recommendation for this week is Ladies First. It's a movie on Netflix, I believe.
Oh.
That was so sinister because I stole it from you.
Hey, is that so? Have you
Excuse
watched
me,
it?
go watch. Yes, I've watched it.
I haven't watched it though.
Somebody needs to get this woman out. So yeah.
All right, go on.
The movie is called Ladies First, and I am recommending it, even though Jemima was one that put me onto it. But fuck that, okay? Ladies First is what the movie is called. I believe it's on Netflix. Go check it out. I really like how they flipped the world of the movie into like a female dominated or women dominated one rather than a male or men dominated one. And
imagine hitting your head on the wall.
What?
No.
What? Wait, what?
I'm saying imagine it, because that's what happened like in the movie. Like you hit your head and then the wall.
And then the world becomes upside
So I'm like,
down.
imagine hitting your head on the wall and then you wake up and like the world is not the way you know.
Mostly for men. I think most men should go and watch the movie so you can really see like how women see the world in this current world that men are dominant in.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's my what's your
mine. This is such a sharp contrast.
As we we've discussed this now.
A sharp contrast there. Mine is a toxic love story on Netflix. Guys,
is it a movie or is it
a documentary?
A documentary.
It's a documentary, real life shit.
Of course, people were killed.
No,
People died.
Were not killed.
Did they die gruesomely? Because that's the kind of shit I know. As I hear documentary like that, I don't even know that's a crime doc. Some horrible shit has gone down.
People were not killed, but some horrible shit did go down.
Okay.
Because it's like I think it shows you or it tells you how much like vetting people that you want to get involved with is important, right? Because
no spoilers.
No, like people be crazy. People be saying shit. Like people are not who they say they are. Like really, please don't take people at face value. Well, do you take people at face value or don't take them at face value?
No, don't take them at face value.
Don't take them at face value. Do your research.
But
watch a toxic love story. Like the plot twist.
Take people at face value at your own risk.
At your own risk.
Okay, thank you for that.
We've come to the end of the show.
We have no wine scores today because we did not drink any wine. We're drinking a special grief cocktail today made by
This
Jem.
is not a grief cocktail, please.
It's not.
No.
We hope you've enjoyed the episode and you've learned or picked up one or two things. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate all your love and support. All of you that leave comments on Instagram, all of you that like,
thank you so much,
that repost, that share, that subscribe on YouTube, everything. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate all the love and all the support. Remember, if you want us to talk about anything, you want us to chat about anything, you need some advice, somebody's stressing you, you're thinking about like, I live in the UK, but like, how should I go after my deposit? Send us an email, okay? Jem is like, there's an inside joke. Send us an email, theshrinepodcast@gmail.com, okay? We'd love to hear from you. And you can also reach out to us on all the social media platforms, okay? On Instagram, it is theshrine.pod. On Twitter, it is theshrinepod. On TikTok, it is theshrinepod as well. Reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. My name has been
and
Akindare. And we always remain Akindare.
And I'm Jemima.
Till the next one. Peace out.